X gone to, I know for sure.
Just a very quick stat for you. The one top lane volley bear performance Gen X has had was a win, and he finished it with a 15 KDA.
Oh my.
So statistics are... Oh man, Trick's in trouble. We'll get caught up with the dissonance in the attack. Gilius holds on to the charge while that's going on. They are diving bot. That's 3 versus 1. And that will be first blood picked up by Neon. Flawless. They get themselves another plate, and the red buff is just about secured here by SK.
Yeah, so they got zoned away for so long, and you know, in lane swap era, you would see 4-4-0, 4-1-0 for a lost a flash on Odo.
Now take a look.
And bot lane, they just flashed down there too.
Oh, here comes the Swell Seed. We'll be able to apply the Drowsy. Here comes Trick. Will we get up first? Lifting Lullaby. Dreams is going to put some damage down. Trick continues to swing. Here
comes Gilius.
But the railgun comes out. Neon gets the kill. There's no ultimate available. He used in the top dive, but the counter attack from Schalke.
Defensive tools once she is in the fight. So Schalke are able to pounce on that. Gilius reads it, and Neon finishes them off.
They cannot afford a mistake. You cannot have the miscommunications like we just saw between Limit and Trick, for example, because the margin production is to keep track of the differences. In fact, Gen X just marginally ahead of the XP as the tower goes down.
Oh, when you have a lane swap, it slows down top laners so much. You can see Crown Shot was even in levels to both tops in the game. That's a teleport behind, though.
It is indeed. Here comes initiation from Gen X. On the bottom lane, Odo has no TP available. That's the dunk, and so much damage. Dreams is already gone, but the shockwave takes down Trick. He's not going to be able to get that ultimate off. Limit is now trying to back away. There comes the unstoppable onslaught. Gilius manages to get one with the rampage. Looking for another devastating charge.
They plant their feet in the ground, and they turn and they fight SK. They come
challenge.
No, they can't. Gilius has a Trinity Force. He's going to hit level 11 very soon as well. This hacker,
if they bunch up the tower dive, can stop that very quickly.
But here's where I'm so baffled by SK's comp. Is this Volibear pick? Because I'm seeing like, yeah, okay, I guess it can be solid anti-dive, but on her rocket was unintentionally being capped against champions. It's now uncapped. And I'm wondering, is that a lane phase thing? Is that a lane swap thing? Here we go, fighting the mid.
Okay, Trick goes in, manages to at least put Dreams to sleep. He goes golden thanks to a stopwatch.
Oh, that's a double teleport.
Here comes Odo. Here comes Gilius. They've already got themselves one onto Limit. Trick is running for his life. That's going to be Crown Shot taken out as Odo gets away. The heal keeps him up. Abadage steps forward on a 7-game winning streak. And that started after a defeat at the hands of SK. Right now, they're in prime. You have created a line, the pinnacle of Rivington Bizzle in the third, as Trick is about to get killed here with the rampage. Nope. When this has just been fantastic response from Schalke. Remember, they were the ones that were dealt the wild card, not even with the draft, but then the lane swap, and they went, we don't care, we can respond.
Yeah, they just sort of problem solved on the fly. They said, oh,
expectations of this series and these teams' play styles that SK kind of played the wild card, it didn't connect, and Schalke showed diversity and versatility.
I mean, the thing is, we didn't expect Schalke or SK to have that wild card. We were expecting, you know, you draft team fight, you play objective-focused team fight game style, and that's how SK get their wins. They tried something different here, and now they're on their last leg trying to force fight on Odo.
All right, let's see what can happen here. Slice and dice. Gonna be pivotal, try to get away. That's one slice.
Yeah, but look at your base, guys.
Well, the base is being destroyed. They got themselves Odo. Mission secured. Nexus turret number 1 goes down. Nexus turret number 2 goes down.
Sorry, are you choking?
I actually did. I was going to grab a bottle of water just before the final push, but now Schalke are being pushed back somewhat. That's a flash engage here from Gen X, but he doesn't have any support. Crown Shot's clearing minions while the rest of the team are trying to fight Schalke.
Oh, Zazie!
Beautiful shockwave. And the Nexus will be taken down. Schalke continue their win streak and take down SK in game 1 of our summer playoffs.
And just shutting down everything. Extra damage threat that you don't need to run an Aatrox or something up top side. So I really like to see the Scion coming through, because now by locking in some their first item breakpoint, Nautilus definitely can do that.
All right, let's take a look. Scuttle Crab battle going back and forth. It's gonna be jumped on now by a devastating charge. Abadage, remember, no flash. Teleport comes in from Gen X. That is one dead mid laner. First blood picked up by Trick.
Trying to play around here, especially before Gen X hit 6, but Gen X just hit 6.
Oh, Dreams is gonna be the first one to get jumped on here. Wow, he actually turns it on with the dredge line. Oh. Sword of Shadows comes in, but the damage back onto Dreams is immense. He gets caught up by a Mystic Shot, can take the Blast Cone, and he's actually gonna go deeper into enemy territory. Now Gilius is being run down. Remember, flashless target. Trick's going to be able to go in and get out. Gilius goes down. very well played kill secured by Crownshot.
Yeah,
2-0 SK.
Crownshot taking things into his own hands, but 1,500 LEC assists for Trick right there, and maybe he should get next one.
With Schalke and 192 with SK. It is phenomenal to think about that. How many games?
That second best player on the team to then step up, and he's done a great job so far.
He rose to the occasion indeed, and has helped carry SK back. If Schalke were like, we know SK love Drakes, we know they want to check.
No, Trick, don't do it!
They hunted, they knew
it's
it!
dark!
We've talked about this a lot. Straight over the wall, into the curse, as well as a devastating charge. That's a flash engage from Dreams onto Limit, but there's no follow-up. Neon's going to be able to sidestep Scatter the Weak. Cannon Barrage comes down and Dreams will go down. He tried to dredge line to safety. Here comes GenX. He takes a rampage to the face and tries to chase down Neon, but is rooted up in place and had no oranges to eat. But the point I was trying to make was, you know SK are going to check. You know SK love dragons. And Schalke just get themselves a free kill, get themselves a TP, 2 in fact, and we'll be able to get this.
Oh, and he gets a solo kill! Oh, but Doggy! You didn't even think it was possible. He just runs the man down.
Stop talking because I thought Zazi was going to flash. He had flash. This fight has now put them in a deficit.
Okay. Trick's looking for this one with Zazi.
Let's go, let's go. Can he find anything? He'll jump onto Dreams, kicks him backwards. Nice. Teleport comes out as well. They will get the kill. Trick secures it. Teleport comes in this one. Zazi waiting in the wings. Does he have enough to insta-give Neon? I think the answer will be yes.
Oh, there's a lot of Schalke members on the way.
Stepped out of vision, and I did not look at the minimap. Here comes Gilius under the tower. Devastating charge to the face. Is going to be a flash away from Zazi. He sidesteps the dredge line, using the tower to save his life for now. Neon escapes with his life, and this time round manages to use it. The True Shot Barrage is flying.
But Zazi doesn't have an ultimate. There's no flash on him either. This is going to be a tough one to fight for, and tougher if Trick is just instant.
Trick is going to get blown up. Yeah, that's a 2-on-1 kill. They take him out. Crownshot will be able to find a kill though onto Neon. Didn't quite see how that one played out, but it's a 1-for-1 trade, and now there's no smite in the pit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just Ezreal plus Yuumi locking down Neon, but they got the turn again!
They did indeed. Gilius jumps onto Zazi, couldn't even use the ultimate. Dreams uses that stopwatch. Now Crownshot's going to arcane shift over the wall. Dreams is able to escape with his life for the time being. The Shockwave is still available from Abadage, waiting for him to pull the trigger. Shockwave goes out, and that actually catches onto GenX, but GenX is being able to use the parlay to great effect, and Crownshot pushes them back with Mystic Shot after Mystic Shot. Gets caught up by a decimating smash at the finish line. He gets the kill onto Dreams. Crownshot will get by the curse of the sand mist. And now SK are in full retreat. Does Gilius fancy himself a charge into the face? And the answer is no.
Yeah, we gotta calm down because Trick's on the way. Schalke do need to back up. That fight was so close right there. And you can see an Ezreal teamfight is decided by whether or not he can E forward aggressively. Well, Trick's jumping on now.
Yes, indeed. The Sonic Wave connected. Here comes Gilius. Trick may have gone too far, chased too hard, and he's able to escape thanks to that.
That being said, I think the pick here on Zazi is very nice, but you'll notice
probably the best name of any item in the game. Picked up for Schalke, and now they should be able to secure this third tower. Looking at the minimap, will be able to risk of being dove here. Dreams might be able to make it in place. Good flash from Trick to get over the Shockwave. Abadage stays alive a few seconds longer thanks to the Neon flawlessly. Schalke's vision has been very impressive around the objectives. Crownshot forced to flash as Dreams is able to find the initiation, and Neon gets taken out. GenX manages to help, but there goes Trick. He manages to find Abadage. The Onslaught Shadows forces him backwards. There was no follow-up. The kick was great, but the damage didn't land. Decimating smash from Odo slows down. SK is caught. The Shockwave is okay.
For Yuumi, whereas Gilius going to be charging up a little bit sooner than that. Schalke still playing aggressively. Neon away enemy jungle camps. I really like this as a pivot too because it allows them to, I would say, put down wards in the enemy jungle, but no one has
benefits. But can Schalke find another window for the team fight?
I mean, they're just going to charge at them. Schalke are so fast they're going forward.
Straight over the wall because the Black Mist comes out as well. Crownshot does get the support of the rest of the team as long as he is alive.
Whoa!
Shockwave catches on Zazi. He's got no flash available. The dredge line! Dreams! Are you kidding me? He gets the ultimate down onto Crowny. Crowny stays alive thanks to the help of the Cats. And now all of a sudden Schalke...
Inherent disadvantage compositionally and based on the time and the gameplay.
So close. Loses his flash for that one, but now
they're going to get him.
He's caught. Unstoppable onslaught into the decimating smash. Knocking over the wall. Might available. Can he take it from Gilius? That is the question. Cannon Barrage is going on inside the pit. Trick.
Not if Odo has anything to say about it.
By Odo. Blast cone is still available. Hit the cone is what they need to do. Decimating smash is interrupted. The Baron is secured there by Neon, and Zazi will just get taken out. It was a thankless situation to be in, and it's not over
Oh
yet.
man, that's Abadagi. He has ultimate. He wants Gen X.
He does indeed. Flash over the wall, and Abadagi manages to use the sombrero perfectly. Gen X goes down. Mountain Drake is available
for this Drake. But because Zodzi goes in, because Trick goes for the steal, they threw everything into trying.
Unstoppable onslaughts earlier in the laning phase to go pick up the HP. It was next level planning. And to give Schalke the possibility of a 9-game winning streak. If they win this game, it will be 9 in a row from the regular season and playoffs. And more importantly, it'll be 1 win away from winning the series, and then 1 more series away from Worlds. That's what's at stake here. Abadagi will get jumped on. The Shockwave saves his life with the help of the Mist. Still got Flash available. Command Protect by some time. Abba flashes the Sonic Wave. He stays alive. Gilius hops over the wall and wants to send him back to the fountain. Trick manages to escape and take the Blast Cone too. But Abadagi, he played that one as patiently as he could until he
Odo's
got
trying to get into the lane to set up for an ultimate. He's about to charge down this lane. Here we go.
He is indeed. Yeah,
oh,
he
so
gets
close.
over the wall. But look at that. The depth charge chasing Trick. Still alive for
oh
now.
My, okay. Yumi was annoying. Wait till you play against Lee Sin Yumi when there's jungle camps he can hop to.
Oh man, using the Gromp and the wards for taxis. Trick and Limits take Schalke on a tour of Summoner's Rift.
Oh, how confident is Abba feeling?
Let's delay the inevitable.
You're inside a minion wave, dude.
Shockwave is available for Abba.
Here comes the team, though. That's his bot lane on the way. Zodzi just comes in. Oh. The man can't catch a break.
No, he cannot. Dreams manages to connect with that depth charge. Dredge line correction. There's the Shockwave coming up from Abadagi, and they get themselves a kill to Gen X.
I mean, a Senna or an Orianna or the Hecker even, but Odo Omni and Dreams are going to be in front of him. All of his damage is going to be unloaded.
There goes Gilius in with the devastating charge. Follow Dreams and follow Odo.
Yeah, Odo, Gilius, everyone charging forward. SK starting to fight, though. But that's all ultimates wasted.
They pull the trigger too early, too many times. SK, you cannot waste those abilities, but the 3-man stun's fantastic.
Look at the kick.
Trick gets the kick, but where's the damage? Abba's able to escape for now. The Shockwave is used as well. Neon is untouched. He's rattling off the damage. Crouch and escapes from up, and Dreams manages to land the dead charge. And that is it. That is done. Trick is on the dragon, and it doesn't mean a damn thing. And Schalke can take the bait.
Look, SK, you can get a dragon. Schalke are going for the win, and they beat SK in another fight. It was a desperate attempt there for SK, trying to start the fight off in the mid lane. But once again, Schalke outplayed them massively.
Compositionally speaking, Schalke don't have to commit everything to even threaten or start or win fights. And you saw how SK did. Schalke with another dominating victory over SK in the late game. Going up 2-0 in the series. 1 more win.
To the Vladimir, then Kha'Zix is going to have his way. So I don't know. Schalke just have so many options and the ability to dive the Kog'Maw the Ziggs that I don't see them ever getting. Second there, I was like, wow, this could actually be a fight setup with Crown Shot and Limit on no mana.
One did get picked on. Dreams was able to pick on SK. Hook after hook after hook all game long. Gilius has been lingering here for a while, and Trick has just arrived. Dream's still fairly low on HP. Gilius will spot Trick out.
That's a TP
from Abadagi.
He's level 6 too.
Level 6. The teleport's coming down from Gen X as well, I believe. First blood picked up by Crown Shot. Instantly killed is Limit by Abadagi. Abadagi anticipates it. Manages to set up 3. Is terrifying.
We can pour one out for Odoame, who teleported in, and level 6 he can turn the turret off. But no summoners were burnt except for the Ignite. Level 6 not here for SK either, so this would be a very bold dive.
No teleports available for Odo Abba.
Oh, Gen X has ulti as well. It's a 4v2.
All right, Dredge line will get pulled backwards. Dream's able to interrupt so far. And if he's able to save Neon and only concede 1.
But also, he has the Rift Herald, so they can place that one down and look to knock out this tower. Abadagi's teleport just about to be up.
And there's the leap in once again, taking tower shots for Odo.
Oh, that was almost really terrible.
Stepping forward, Gen X stays alive for a few seconds more. Tower aggro hasn't yet been picked up. Rift Herald will be summoned. Drop down. Meanwhile, SK will be able to pick up the dragon.
Yeah, that was a little sloppy coming through from Schalke. That ultimate could lane, so won't be able to make a play with that one. But wow, SK are going.
Coming straight back in. Limit's going to find the route there onto Dreams. Dreams throws out the ultimate. He will get taken down in just a moment. Crown Shot kills him. There goes the ultimate from Neon, and now the counter TPs from Schalke. Gilius is down. Here comes Abadagi. He's going to look for Gen X first and finds him. Sand Soldiers as well as Emperor's Defense. Now it looks like Schalke. There's going to be a Hex Splash over the wall.
Limit.
Oh, no. Full Limit and Crown Shot. Did not listen to step 1 and 2, or did they? Stand Unite is not available. Crown Shot will get that Black Shield step to accomplish. The Mega Bomb comes down.
Crowny.
Gilius easily takes him out as there's no support. Now, here comes Genax. The dash will not find anyone, and Abadagi Sand Soldiers will get some damage onto the tanks, but SK are not done just yet. They find them. Think Schalke want to fight it? Like,
I mean, I think they absolutely can with to blitz down a tower in mid, although I don't think you want to put SK on soul point.
Definitely
that
not.
will knock down the tower and make it so easy for Schalke to move in. Wait, what's Trick doing?
Trick step forward, was looking for a flank, and he just gets caught out. It's done. Absolutely done before SK can even arrive. So that will score. But yeah, I was convinced Trick was going to go down, but the damage just didn't follow.
Yeah, I mean, there was a stand unite.
But the moment Crown Shot is moving, he's not spitting.
It's very true, it's very true. Oh, Genax goes in.
Yes, indeed. There is a Sanguine pull from Odo, and he will be able to get it out. Emo Plague still available to him. The mine goes up and knocks down Trick. He's forced to run away. Neon fires the ultimate, Jan's running for his life.
Check this out, Schalke are buying time because Odo Omni has teleport. He also has his ultimate, so he can get into this fight. He can flank in by one of the minions in the bottom lane, and Abadagi has ultimate. They're ready to go.
Doing it. Odo's coming in from the bottom lane. This is the flank that he wants.
Oh, it's going to be huge.
5-man Hemo Plague, and he doesn't go in. We put too early. Dreams, the dredge line.
There it is.
There's the Hemo Plague. Odo waits for the perfect moment. That's going to pop. Not be able to do a lot more, though.
Abadagi! Oh!
He does it again! What a fantastic play!
An absolute monster. He sees those two targets go golden. He puts the target on their back and he destroys them once again. 5-0.
Very quietly amassing an army here. Got himself the rapid fire cannon, Dusk Fire. It's just feeling more and more like this series is over. And the question is just how far is Schalke going to go? They will face another BO5 right now. He escapes. SK, you're looking the wrong way. You are not focusing the right things. But to be fair, what options do they have? Down 5k gold.
How do they start a fight? I'm still waiting to see some reliable engage because it's just hard right now outside of playing for a Miracle Morgana.
A threat on multiple fronts. Once again, forcing SK to split.
Oh, Odo Omni can flank this.
There's the engage. Abadagi with the instant disengage. Thanks to the Emperor's Divide. Neon is taking a lot of damage, and Genax will not be able to take him
There's
out.
a tower there!
Neon escapes the sun. Has operated together as a unit. When you see those team fights, you see how they're working.
So they have tools and the shielding to try and get him through. The question is, will it be possible? Because there is this potential flank that Abadagi is setting up.
Oh, two flanks as well. Odo from the right.
That's a hook.
Another hook. This time.
Look at Odo!
Odo jumps in. The Hemo Play catches onto 4. Zazi's running away from
Oh!
It's done. It's done. Schalke proved that miracles can be made real. They are pushing into the base. SK Gaming have been obliterated, destroyed, deconstructed, and frankly embarrassed by Schalke today. This is a 3-0, 10 games in a row. And the question I ask everybody is, how good are Schalke? How far will this miracle run go?
Schalke beat SK at every stage of the way. Through draft, through playmaking, through team fighting, and through Abba-freaking-Dage. This team is legit.
Welcome back to day 1 of the LEC Summer Playoff as Schalke 04 advanced to round 2, and I have God himself who joined me to talk about the game. Hi Gilius, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing really good. I'm really happy with the 3-0.
I can imagine. I mean, it looked easy from the outside, but how was it for you guys?
Well, today is like 36 degrees, so it was definitely a hard series for us. We were like sweating like animals, but yeah, I think we came in really prepared well, and yeah, we just executed pretty good.
Yeah, and that's actually what I want to know about, because we won't see SK again. So tell me about your prep, because you came here today with a new series. Best of 1 compared to best of 5 is a different story. A new patch also. You had to keep on surfing the momentum you had for the past couple of weeks. So yeah, tell me about the prep against SK.
Yeah, so there was a new patch, and we figured out what's OP on this patch, and we just spammed it. And we kind of knew what SK is going to do, like they have a high prio on Yumi and stuff like that. And we were a bit scared of Twitch, but they never picked it. But yeah, I think overall really good prep, and people were like saying in social media that our momentum might fall off, but that's not the case. The momentum is going to keep going.
It's going to keep going, but yeah, it's going to be a central question for you, because sometimes you see teams having this honeymoon phase through the beginning of the split or of the year, and you don't exactly know when it's going to fade or if it's going to fade. So I know it's hard to talk about this stuff, right? But you tell me that you know the momentum is going to keep on going. So how can you know for sure?
It always depends on scrim results. So making playoffs meant we will scrim G2, Fnatic, Mad Lions, Rogue, the top teams. And if we got like Heartstorm 5-0 every day, then of course we will tilt. But we actually are keeping up with the top teams. We're doing quite well with them. We're not like 5-0ing them, but we're doing quite well. We're taking games off them. So that's why I think the mood in the team is really good. Yeah. And yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I kept on hearing all year that you guys were actually doing super good in training and in scrims and so on, so I guess you managed to translate this on stage finally, and I hope it's going to stay for you guys. But let's get back to the series here, because you talked about bot lane for SK, especially the Yumi. There's been a lot of discussion around their draft, item choices, even the stuff they tried here, especially in game 1 with the lane swap. So what did you think about what SK came up with here against you?
Yeah, so it's a common strat, right, to do the lane swap against Senna, because Senna is really slow at pushing waves and towers. But it basically, like, it didn't take us off guard that much. We actually expected it to happen because the Jinx had TP. But yeah, I think we played accordingly. Like, Odo is the fucking king of lane swaps. Like, the guy just shot called everything and told everyone what to do. So. Yeah.
He's going to be in PGL in a couple minutes, so is there anything you would like to say about Odo or your team in general, actually, in this series?
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone in my team for this, like, great practice, great performances, our coaching staff, Abba Faker just performing out of his mind, and Odo shot calling everything. Yeah, thank you guys so much.
You're all performing super well. Thank you very much, Gilius, for the interview, and we'll see you again next week. Now let's take a quick break, and we'll see you in a few minutes for PGL with Odo Amne and these amazing people bowing to God Gilius.
Schalke's miracle run continues. Can I get a first reaction of you, and kind of had you ever expected to be at this point a couple of weeks ago?
No, I didn't really expect it to be here a couple of weeks ago, but at the same time, I didn't really expect them to lane swap against Grandpa Old Me today, because if people don't remember, back when I think first started playing in LEC, that's when lane swap started, and then they did, I think, such a poor lane swap today that I was actually kind of tilted in game that they were kind of like bad like that. It was kind of like
wait, you
a
got
disgrace
tilted?
to the foul. And yeah, because they were just so... Okay, the thing is, when I was doing lane swaps with H2K, I was stressing out and there was just so much depth to the lane swap, and today they just do like the worst possible iteration of it. And after that I was like, kind of like, you know, you don't disgrace the art of lane swaps. So that was kind of like how I felt personally attacked, you know?
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel about the Volibear with Aftershock as a lane swap top laner? Was that like, is that something that could have worked, or do you just feel like he was doomed the second he was stuck as Volibear under that tower?
I think what they wanted to do was, I think maybe they expected us to just not play it properly and try to like defend the swap by like, you know, being 3-man top or something like that. So the Aftershock Volibear makes sense because he started Q, you know, so I guess he wanted to like tank and like start tanking the tower and CC someone and proc the Aftershock like that. But I think their response was kind of like bad, and I don't really think Volibear was like a great pick there. I guess he's more low econ than Renekton is, so it kind of like makes sense if we're both just as useless that he is going to be more impactful. But I think they just like blundered it so hard that we got the dive off on bot lane, and then I just kind of got ahead of it because we found a good timing to swap back, because they're just kind of like stuck top hitting the tower with like the resistances and stuff. So I think their version was quite poor today.
But you banned out the Scion, didn't you, in game 1? So did you see it coming?
Yeah. I mean, it happens, you know, like Rogue did it as well with like, what was it, Scion and something in LEC. And the moment you see the kind of like Jinx locked in, when it's kind of like a weak champion that, you know, there's a chance they want to just swap and use Jinx attack speed to hit the tower. But I just think that we weren't really thinking, you know, that we need to ban Scion for the lane swap or anything, but we kind of like had it in the back of our head. It just fit the ban team there because they didn't really have other tops that would be like really good into what we drafted so far.
Let's talk a bit about top lane. Coming into this, you were definitely favored. I think there's a bit to say there about Gen X is obviously a role-swapped top laner. But in general, how do you feel about the field of top laners that is left and how you stand up to them in playoffs?
Well, who's left even? It's like Orome, Wander, Buipo, and
Finn?
Me? Finn? Oh yeah, and Finn. Yeah. I mean, I think the only spooky one is just Wander because he kind of has the Yanko's power buff with him, so it's kind of hard to play against that. But I think everyone else, I don't really care about everyone else. It's just another day at the job. But Wander Yanko's duo is a bit too unbalanced for my liking.
Yeah, I wonder, when we talk about top laners remaining that are a big threat, Alfari would be on the list if he had made playoffs, but overall it just feels like you and Wonder are the last big threats remaining, because while Orome has definitely gotten better this split, Finn has kind of been a consistent weak side top laner. Orome, while he has had some good Renekton games, has also looked like mostly a weak side top laner. Do you feel like the pool of top laners in Europe right now is weak compared to what it's been in past splits, past years?
I don't know. I think like individual talent, if you would like look at LEC, like this split with like Finn is obviously like a newcomer, you know, because he wasn't like in the scene like a year ago or 2 years ago and stuff like that. I think that like the individual level of talent is higher for sure than in the past, but I just think that a lot of teams are just kind of relegating their tops to like, you know, weak side duty and all of this stuff. So it's kind of hard to gauge like how big the difference is, but I think overall people are still like more talented than in the past, you know.
Interesting. So do you feel like it's more a product of just the meta and the fact that Dragon Soul is such an important thing that teams are like, we'll just give you Ornn, we'll just give you Gangplank, we'll play around dragons? Like, is this something where if the meta changes and we get more into the Camille's, the Shens, the Jaxes that we're starting to see a little bit more, that like we will finally get to see some of these guys that have been stuck playing weak side for most of the year actually flex some mechanical muscles?
I mean, depends on like everyone used to be like an OTP at one point, you know, and like for example Finn was like a really cleared OTP, and then he kind of had to expand his champion pool, and I think that's the story with like a lot of top laners where the meta maybe like shifts from like what they're really comfortable on, and then the team is just like, okay, you need to start playing tanks, but maybe they're like not like that comfortable playing tanks because it's a completely new play style, and then that's why they kind of like get relegated to just being weak side and just farming even and trying to team fight like that. There's a lot of factors that go into like why they're playing like weak side and all of this. So like obviously there's like, I don't know like what their like champion pools and all of this stuff are, but I think that's like a big factor, for example, in like Finn or like Orome's case, I think.
We'll see that evolve throughout the playoffs, of course. In terms of players for this game, the Kia player of the series was Abadaga.
It's me.
No, you actually.
Really?
Well, I'll fill you in a second. It's Abadaga. 77% of the votes. I mean, I think it's fair too, Odo. Come on, fake or dash. They're like, what's anyone gonna do?
You weren't on the list.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
listen. Yeah, so here's.
I mean, yeah, of course, I'm not on the list, so that's why I don't even get voted. Or like,
So here's how it went. Here's how it went, Odo. So we sit in a room and we need to come up with this, right? It's like a democracy or whatever. And first,